New York Fashion Week going on right now is the place to see all the new styles that will be in stores in the fall. Katrina Szish, editor-in-chief of the fashion website Pink Memo, has been checking out the best of the new looks. Good morning.
Good morning, Maggie.
So Fashion Week is always fun.
Always fun,
right?
And crazy and hectic, but yes, fun.
So we're seeing what will be in stores next fall, because they're actually ahead, right?
You're right. So we're going to be seeing this coming into stores at the end of the summer. This is going to be your sort of grown-up back-to-school shopping.
Okay, very good. What were the big themes that you noticed this year?
There were some interesting themes and surprises at Fashion Week this year. The first was, usually you see lots of celebrities in the front row, and there were certainly a number of celebrities there, but Marc Jacobs in particular, who's known for having his front row packed with celebrities, actually didn't invite any this year.
Why?
He just said, he came to him at one point and he thought, is anyone even really looking at the collection?
Oh.
And he just thought, and he said, you know, he thought the celebrity wave was over and he really wanted to be about the clothes. Also, we've been hearing lots of reports about how celebrities are paid a lot to actually attend these shows.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It can be $100,000.
So that's a way to save money.
That's a way to save money.
Put it on the clothes.
It sure is, but I think for Marc Jacobs, it's really about focusing on the fashion.
All right, so let's do that this morning. What were the big trends that you saw?
Well, one of the first ones that we saw was florals, winter florals. And that really reflects another big trend we saw over the week, which was a sense of optimism. Last fall, everything was very dark and very somber. We're seeing florals not just for spring in the stores now, but we're seeing these carrying over to fall. And that really shows designers are feeling more optimistic about the economy, about sales, about what will be happening in the retail sector. And so there's just lots of fun pieces, whether it's a gown or a beautiful blouse or a dress. There's a Carolina Herrera gown. Diane van Furstenberg also did it beautifully.
You think florals, you think spring, but because of the colors they're using, it's still very
richer
fall
palette.
looking.
You're exactly right.
All right, the next trend that you saw, you say is metallics, which you've got a little bit going on.
I've got a little bit
Can
of
we just take
here,
a moment to acknowledge how fierce
she is? Thank you
to borrow
so
a word
much.
from Christian Siriano,
I'll take
you look.
fierce. And I spoke with Christian, and he did use the word fierce, and I
agree.
Probably one of the best compliments ever. Thank you very much. Yeah, metallics are major, but these aren't the typical sort of bright, flashy disco metallics. These are a little bit more muted. We're seeing beautiful fabrics like here from Donna Karan's runway collection, really almost metallic threads woven into the fabrics. There's a sheen, there's a luxury to it. It's not disco ball. And Donna Karan was celebrating her 25th anniversary, and her very first collection was called 7 Easy Pieces. It was all black and very simple, and this was her update 25 years later of that 7 Easy Pieces collection in the darker palette, but we're really seeing she made it modern with these beautiful luxe metallics, the pewter, the gunmetal.
Dark, but not somber like black.
Not somber at all, and it's not just an accent. This could be a head-to-toe piece, an entire coat.
It's very nice. What about texture? You're working some texture as well.
And that's great. It's about layering and texture. I mean, you know, there's embossed crocodile, leather embossed with crocodile, layers of embellishment, also beautiful layers of fabric that is worked together really, really subtly to create something that is just touchable. There are feathers. Here we're seeing Badgley Mishka, and that just, I mean, literally, you just want to touch that dress.
That's a lot of feathers.
Yeah, feathers and fabric made to look like feathers. Designers are really working textures and different textiles to really give that feeling. And again, it can be with embellishment, it can be with embossing, and no matter what the fabric, there are lots of textures involved, and then layering the textures is the way to really make the look work.
I'm sure a lot of ladies at home are looking at this and going, I don't think I could pull that off. So they're going to see toned down versions of this in stores.
I mean, even like what I'm wearing. I mean, you don't have to wear a huge gown. Again, you have to remember, fashion shows are shows, and then we will see the kind of wearable versions hitting the stores.
So what's the color that you think will be hot in the fall?
You know, of course, there's always lots of beautiful fall colors on the runway, but the one that really resonated throughout was a deep, rich red.
Oh,
Carolina Herrera did, and it's a deep, beautiful, very luxurious red. Carolina Herrera told me that was really her one color, and she wove it throughout her entire collection.
Red accents too, not like you're not dressed like a tomato.
There are some tomato looks, but there are also, as you said, the accents. I mean, a perfect scarf.
But she doesn't look like a tomato.
No, she looks beautiful, and it's almost like a sexy tube of lipstick, but from the shoes to the gloves, the detailing, even if there would be a subtle evening gown with a simple red strap, we're seeing all of that. And it's interesting because a lot of times we think Fashion Week is just about the clothes we see on the runway, but of course it's also where all the hair and makeup trends happen. And this red trend really has carried over to the makeup as well.
Red lips?
Red lips, but also interestingly enough, we talked to our friends at MAC, of course, who are everywhere at Fashion Week, and they also said there's even some red eyeshadow that we're seeing.
I don't know about that.
Of course, this is Donna Karan, the beautiful red lips, but the key here, this is a matte red lip. This isn't shiny and glossy. It's almost resonating with that color that Carolina Herrera had. This is at Alexander Wang, who's one of the edgiest designers, and of course, we're not asking anyone to do red ringed eyes, but this is just showing how this red trend really is pervasive this season, and you will see versions of it that are wearable for everyday life.
If you say so.
I say so.
believe you.
Yes.
Katrina, thank you so much.
Thanks, Maggie.